I think I slowly taught myself. The world taught me, studying other artists' work. Always interested in seeing how they did it. You know, half the thing about trying to create stuff usually is getting over the technical aspects. You got to get the method down so you don't have to think about it. It just happens. I always wanted to do something up on the ridge there. Eventually the crows became the idea. To herald in the millennium, Y2K, everybody was nervous. Big crows heralds big change. Nobody got it. They liked the melancholy, the whimsical aspect of the crows. These crows are gonna be another one of them challenges. Crows have pretty much been a mainstay of my life. And there's a whole murder of crows right around here that slowly moved in after I put those up. And we talked to them around here. A lot of it's songs and lyrics, because I used to a traveling minstrel kind of thing. Hopefully he who finds this will read what is here inside. And hopefully he will find that it was well worth the time. For why else should I have written this? Certainly not for my ability to rhyme. Finding oneself alone when one has failed to make a choice is likely. I don't know, little things, you know. A lot of love poems. I always, was fascinated by a book in 8th grade at military school, and that was ancient and medieval history. It had pictures of all this Greek and Roman sculpture. It was just astounded me. I think I slowly taught myself. The world taught me, studying other artists' work. Always interested in seeing how they did it. You know, half the thing about trying to create stuff usually is getting over the technical aspects. You got to get the method down so you don't have to think about it. It just happens. It's work. You accept to do something like that, and you've basically just gotten yourself in trouble because you don't know where you're going, what you're going to do, how to do it. There's no sure plan because sculpture is an arbitrary process in a lot of ways. You can't be sure of anything, and you have to bend and go with the wind and adjust. And so early on any project, I'm basically kind of nervous and don't sleep well. The Muskie project came to me as a community that wanted and needed something like that. And I helped fundraise for it, and other people did, the Guides Association and everybody, and it was a challenge. My assistant at the time, Matt Roden, helped me a lot, and we loved it, and we built that muskie, and it came out great. Finally said, there, see what I can do? Well, the Swan was another one of the things where I got myself in big trouble. It was going to be in aluminum, and I hadn't welded aluminum. I patched a couple of bolts, but sculpturally it's a little more refined process, I guess. It was had to be more detailed, you might say. It was a great project. I mean, we built the trailer, we built the Swan. Has a steel frame underneath it. It filled my rear shop completely. I had to get yourself around the beak of it at the one end of the shop. You could go under the neck, but it was like full. And we actually had it all assembled, and then we had to make sure that wings were removable to get it out of the shop. And then we reassembled them down on the site. It was just a great idea, So I created a tree that doesn't exist. You've never seen a tree like that. It's not a, some people said, well, it's not really a very good tree. And I said, a tree of knowledge, it's like, where is it? It's not something you could copy, so, I mean, its only fruit is the books. There's no leaf, there's nothing else, knowledge.
If you could be remembered artistically for one thing, what would you like that to be?
My moonwalkers, my commentary on the moonwalkers, that I expressed something that people could see physically, that they wouldn't have to guess about, whether they get the message or offended or not. It really doesn't matter. It's like a writer would write about tragedies and trauma, and a painter might paint it. And I was sculpting it, and that's my medium, so that's how I can say something.